Hi guys, PD here. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to another new video. I plan to do a full playthrough of Lunar Abyss in VR with UEVR. Now this is a 15-hour campaign type game. I'm doing my initial starter playthrough with a green screen on the Quest 3, no cable. I'm playing the game wirelessly just to show you guys how versatile UEVR is today with the right profiles. I'm playing the whole game today on the Quest 3 with the motion controls, and it's going to play just like a normal VR game. This is one of my favorite games to play in VR with UEVR. I also want to try to convey the sense of scale and depth that you get in this game in a VR headset. I've heard from the developers the game's about 15 hours long. There's lots of jumping and level traversal in the game. Some levels in the game you have to possess these alien orbs. You have to make sure your headset's looking in the right direction. You also have to tilt the camera with the right thumbstick slightly upwards to be able to do the jumps to the next level. However, there is a mode in the game's options under accessibility which helps you skip the harder traversal levels. Because this game's quite long and I want to do a full playthrough of the game, I will be using the easy method to skip some of the harder levels. I noticed in the UEVR Discord some people having problems traversing some of these levels. You just need to find the option in the menu to make it a bit easier. There's still plenty of platforming without that option as well. So let's dive in. Let's start a brand new playthrough of the game. I'm playing the game today in story mode because I just want to experience the world itself. If you want to play on a harder difficulty, you can do. And with story mode, you get the option to bypass traversal challenges. So I'm trying to keep my right hand still as we go through the intro. And this game is a space sci-fi adventure, very similar to games like Returnal. Some of the cutscenes are quite long. Lunar Abyss. There are some sections in the game where it feels like UEVR is not working properly and you get this like distortion effect. Again, that's just the game, and again in the options menu there is the option to turn that off.
You are a sinner, a bearer of the mark, sentenced to 9,125 days of scout servitude and stripped of your earthly status. You now belong to the All-Father. Transfer to the Blood Moon Penal Colony will commence immediately.
So we're in prison and we need to save our time.
What have we here? New scout.
And you have no control over the
What a
camera
pleasant surprise.
from the cutscenes. She looks amazing.
Welcome to the Red Moon. How do you like your cell, inmate?
Okay, so I need to try and keep my hands still. So that's me in the corner.
Please don't hurt me.
My name is Aylin. I'm here to help you settle into your new life on Luna.
And this is our cell, which looks pretty cool in VR.
We don't use Earth names here, so from now on, you'll be going by the designation Fawkes. It's a good name. I chose it myself.
Please tell me this is a joke.
Of course not. It's a standard part of your scout program induction. It's been a while since I had a new scout. Most of mine have got lost, or, well, perished.
So I'm using my thumbsticks, look, to activate the talking mechanics.
Please, I want to go home.
You were gifted the mark of Luna for a reason. Only those who bear those beautiful red eyes are chosen for such important work.
Yeah, what if I disagree?
And what happens if I disagree?
You don't want to disagree with the All-Father, Fawkes.
I guess we got electrocuted.
But enough of that. You must be very excited to be here.
What kind of prison is this?
Don't be so dramatic. Now, as a scout, your job is to complete assigned missions down in the Abyss. Scavenging technology, reconnaissance, cleaning. Whatever we want you to do. The more missions you complete, the faster your sentence is reduced.
The Abyss?
So there is a spark of curiosity in there. The Abyss is the infinite structure inside of this lunar object you find yourself on. In other words, you're in space. But don't worry. Scouts don't leave their cells when they access the Abyss. You'll stay here whilst remotely piloting a warden, a sort of living machine. Speaking of which, let's get you settled in, and then we'll look at assigning you one.
Anomaly detected. Canyon District. Scout action requested. Selection begins. Selection completed. Scout 5437, codename Fawkes, to report for duty.
That's me.
Well, out of the frying pan and into the fire, as they say. Looks like we'll need to settle you in later. Let's assign you a warden.
The end only comes.
So basically we have to complete missions
You say stop.
in order to serve our sentence and reduce the years.
Time to wake up, little wanderer.
So these cutscenes, I don't have any control.
It's time to wake up.
And we are awake. And just like that, I'm in the game world, guys, and it looks and feels just like a normal VR game, and I'm going to play the game just like a normal VR game. I'm going to play the game the same way I played Half-Life Alyx. And for all those people complaining about UEVR being janky, well, you're wrong.
What happened to my body?
And here's the proof. that you're wrong. I'm inside this physical world. If I look this way and turn, I can move that way. I've got full room scale. If I look this way, I can move this way. Or I'm going to be facing the camera for my playthrough, so I'll be using my thumbstick to turn around, and as you can see, smooth turning. And just like a normal VR game, I can look up and down. And this place, guys, in VR, truly spectacular. You know the end scene from Half-Life Alyx where you see the prison? This whole game feels like that scene with the scope and scale. So these are dead wardens. I'm in a warden's body. I'm still in my prison cell, but I've been transported into this body. We do have collectibles you can collect throughout the game. I'm not going to read all the text. For the majority of this video, I will be sat down playing in my spare time. I just wanted to show you the start of the game, playing it the same way I play a normal VR game, because that's what UEVR has become. That's the beauty of UEVR. With so many great profiles now, these games feel like native VR games. So here's my first weapon. We have the scout rifle. And as you can see, I've got full motion controls. Now this is a two-handed weapon, so my left hand is already attached to the weapon, but don't let that put you off. Hold down your left trigger to lock on and then shoot. So this is one of the traversal modes that I was telling you about. I could jump over here if I wanted to. If this was a really tricky jumping puzzle and I was struggling, I could use this node to fast travel to the door over there, but I'm going to play with my motion controllers. Look, jump.
That's it.
You report your findings.
Adjustment here. Level that up there and...
You gather technologies to trade with Earth.
There we are. Finally a clear connection. I see the Abyss has chosen a Fate Warden for you. I take it you must be from a working class background. Oh, and you found a scout rifle too. How resourceful. But enough idle talk. The old father has made a request. A rare piece of drift technology has been detected somewhere in the canyon. An excavation tool known as the Shield Breaker. We need you to retrieve it for study. I'm adding its general location into your objective system. Track it down, and the old father will reward you.
If you play the game on easy mode and you see these nodes, then you know there's the ability there to get past some of the trickier jumps and traversal elements of the game. But look at this world, guys. Look at the scope and scale of this world. I'm shooting up. I can shoot down. These weapons feel like normal VR weapons. I've even got a crosshair which is in the right position in 3D space. Do not underestimate the power of UEVR in 2026. So that jump point there would have taken me all the way over here. It would have flown me over. Your alien isolation type sections, look, with the tunnels.
What the?
Shadow. I just can't get over how amazing.
Strike carefully, Fawkes. There are adrift nearby. Don't be deceived by those still with a human form.
I saw you.
Their souls have been consumed by the scourge that rots this place.
Where'd you go, you little
All
git?
that's left is pure horror.
Health restored by the crystal. These views are absolutely stunning. I feel like I'm standing on a set that's been designed for a new sci-fi film. I mean, looking over the edge, that's a long way down. It's like a 10,000 foot drop below me. My brain knows if I drop off there, I'm going to die. But I'm an alien, so I also need to remember I'm not going to die because I'm in a special body. So left trigger, lock on, right trigger, shoot. Easy peasy. And this is a bullet hell type shooting game, so expect plenty of action. And I've heard people say they prefer to play this game in a VR headset because they can dodge the bullets better than dodging the bullets on a flat screen. Again, I've got no control. They look amazing in 3D. Okay, shoot these bad guys. So I managed to dodge their projectiles up. Very easy to judge where they're coming from as well in VR. So you've got that 3D death. Off with your head. Oh, one there. Kill him. Again, dodge all the projectiles. The bullet. And this is no difference to playing games like Half-Life Alyx, Arizona Sunshine. Like I said, I'm going to play the whole game with the motion controls.
I probably should have warned you about the Mother Eyes network. Oops.
I'm going to use a shortcut here just to show you how it works. Let me just clear the route a little bit. I don't want to hit these things, they explode, they touch you. So we need to be heading onto that platform there, look. This is pretty cool actually in VR as well. You get to fly like Superman. And it allows you to take in the sights more. I just love the little drops and everything. Do that, open the door. Okay, here's one of the Guardians. That was a long drop. So this guy is going to offer me some advice and help. He's giving me like a Dark Souls vibe as well, these characters in the game world.
There isn't much salvage left here, you know. All the useful technology was taken a long time ago.
So again, I'm having to keep my hands still so that I don't move the world around with my right controller.
Are you a prisoner?
No. I am a relic of different times. I envy you surface dwellers. These depths grow stifling after a while. I can't recall when I last saw moonlight.
A relic of different times?
We create time where none exists. It has no material meaning, no worth with which to measure. Everything that is exists only as the sum total of what was and what is yet to come. As the snake swallows its own tail, so time swallows itself. Do you see?
I'm not sure I do.
Nothing in life is irrefutable. Perhaps you will reach a different conclusion. But please tell me, what brings you to these decaying halls?
I'm looking for a piece of technology. Something called a shield breaker.
Ah, I see. So the automated detection system is still in working order. I use an old workshop not far from here. I think what remains of your shield breaker can be found there. Follow the path through this tower and cross the pipes that grow.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care, young scout.
So these characters throughout the game are going to offer you help and advice. Okay, we need to get across the pipes. Guys, you have to be here to appreciate the scope and scale of these worlds. Absolutely incredible. If you've ever dreamed of being like on Star Trek, having your own holodeck, I feel like I've been beamed down onto this planet for real. I'm in a holodeck. I'm on a holodeck and I'm going to explore these amazing alien worlds. I think we go this way through the door. Playing this game in VR, guys, you're going to have moments of claustrophobia, vertigo, horror. Let me just check down here first. Secret. Nearly missed the secret. Some information on that guy we just met. Yeah, search every nook and cranny. Shoot these to open doors. There's a brand new profile for the game now available as well, which is the one I'm using. Lots of people complained in my older videos that when I was shooting, the laser was not coming from the gun itself. And in some sections of the video you can see the laser is like coming from my chest. That's now been fixed. The guy who made the profile tried to get the laser coming out of the gun as close as possible. You have to remember, this game was not designed to be played in VR, so it was not designed for you to shoot up or down or to your left or to the right. That's the power of UEVR. Okay, right thumbstick to crouch and into the alien isolation tube. There is a demo to play for the game as well. I highly recommend, if you can, give the demo a go. You're going to be in awe with the scope and scale of these worlds. traversing the levels. That's the guy we just met. Follow the pipes. I mean, just seeing the depth through the floor as well. Something you don't get on a flat screen. You guys who have never done VR before, and all you're watching is me playing the game on a flat screen, I am physically inside the game world. This game has been designed in a 3D engine by the developers. I am physically walking around that 3D engine as if it was real. This feels like a real place. I'm getting goosebumps right now just from the atmosphere from the game. I've never noticed that before. It's like little snow effects coming through the vent there. Little things like the sparks coming into my body. You just don't get that sensation on a flat screen. Okay, move back. I've also heard some people complaining that they stop moving when they're playing the game for some reason. The reason why they stop moving is on the right thumbstick there's a hidden sensor where you rest your thumb. So where my thumb is there, look, that's the hidden sensor on the right controller. That allows me to use my left thumbstick to change my weapons. So if I'm walking around my thumb like that, I can't move. So you have to train your brain to keep your thumb on the thumbstick itself. My brain is now conditioned to keep the thumb on my thumbstick. And you need to be able to dodge in this game. You need to be able to dodge the bullets. Where are you going? And that was an instant reaction to like lift my arms up to try and dodge those bullets. Something you would never do playing this game on a flat screen. When have you ever seen somebody play a game like this on a flat screen? Duck or dodge or point. It's a natural reaction when you're playing in VR because your brain thinks you're there for real. This is a real place. Can hear one somewhere. I see you. Okay, hide behind the pillar. Any more? So these are all like avatars that got killed. I mean, look at that. What is that? Just a giant pendulum. It looks like we need to be going down there though. Awesome looking world, guys. It feels like it was made for VR. Oh, and these drops as well. Some of these drops are going to give you butterflies. Because don't forget, your brain's telling you not to drop down these big holes. Because your brain knows you're going to die. Again, you have to train your brain to believing it's just a game. We're going to get healed up here. Okay, so here we need to sprint and then slide under.
You're handy with a rifle, aren't you? Your records say you grew up in New London. A sinful place, according
Secret.
to her father. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised.
It's none of your business.
Your transition here was a blessing, really. Anyway, it seems you have a clue from that disconnected about the Shieldbreaker's location. But be mindful. Not everyone you meet in the Abyss will be so kind.
Okay, down we go. You're going to be stunned by this world. Again, I can see the enemies through the walls. I can see where they're located. Again, another option you can turn off. Up we go. I'm not going to be finding all the secrets and everything in this playthrough. I just want to show that the whole game can be played in VR with motion controllers, standing up, room scale, 6 off. The same way I played Half-Life Alyx. Can't get through that door. There's a new gun. Let me just check around here. Collectible here. Found the workstation. Yeah, look at these things. Giant heads. Creepy heads. Now we have the shield breaker. Again.
Well done, Fawkes.
6 off.
Your sentence has been reduced by 10 days. Why don't you try the shield breaker out on those blue energy fields? I'll just use the disconnection point to bring you back.
This game is oozing atmosphere, guys, in VR. Okay, so now we're going to swap weapons. If I put my thumb over the hidden sensor that I showed you earlier, use my left thumbstick, I can cycle through the weapons now, look. Right for the shield breaker, up for the your main weapon. So this is one of the sections where you can get some weird artifacts in the headset.
Signal detected. Canyon District. Scout action requested. Selection begins.
So you might be playing the game thinking something's not right. The closer you get to this anomaly,
Completed. Scout 5437. Designation Fawkes. Location Canyon District. Investigate immediately.
the more your vision gets distorted. Again, I've turned that off. I've got less distortion now.
Fawkes, we'll have to look at disconnecting you later. I've synchronized the origin location to your objective system, so you should be able to follow where that sound is coming from. Looks like that shield breaker may come in more useful than we thought.
Okay, I need to use my shield breaker on these bad guys. Break the shield. Kill them. Okay, I'm out. This game really makes you feel like a badass. We need to be activating this power cable. Grab some health. Open the chest. Health increase. So I've now got more health. And it becomes really instinctive, changing weapons with the hidden sensor and the thumbsticks.
You! Mother warned me about you! You shouldn't be here! You need to leave!
Now there's like places in the terrain for you to hide behind, so use the terrain to your advantage. He's dead. He's dead. These weapons do overheat, so you need to be careful. Bad lady. This is where you need to dodge the projectiles. Dodge those. I think bullet hells are perfect in VR because, like I say, you can judge where the projectiles are to dodge them. Something again you can't do on a flat screen. You have to guess on a flat screen how close these are. When you're there for real in 3D, it's really easy to judge where they are in a 3D space. One boss down. Or mini boss.
That was a close one. Celebrants are frightful adrift. Rumor has it they were once the aristocracy of the old colony. Now, they're as mindless as the rest.
Okay. Onwards we go. Yeah, this is where the vertigo comes. Whee! Oh! What a drop. Get some goo on my face. The walls are closing in now. Again, it's all about scope and scale. The feelings, the sensations of being in this world for real, that's what VR is all about.
Well, it's a good job we didn't need that wall to stay put. Still, if it helps you complete your mission, who am I to stop you drastically changing the abyss? By the way, I have a theory about the disruption. Well, more of an idea. Do you want to hear it? It sounds like some kind of signal. A malfunctioning warden emitting a distress beacon, maybe. Or... it could be something else.
Okay, so now I'm going to show you some of the room scale of the game. By walking where I want to go to, turn around in my play space. Again, thanks to the power of these profiles. I don't have my map though, so I might wander off a little bit off my green screen. Okay, look at this place. And that's where we just dropped from. Up there. You can explore around here. See if there's any like secrets.
This place. I don't remember it being here before. Looks like you're in unexplored territory now, Fawkes.
So tell me this is not like a normal VR game. The way I'm playing now, look, walking around in my play area, holding the weapons with my motion controllers, aiming and shooting. It still makes me laugh when you get those people saying that UEVR is janky. They really don't know what they're missing. Okay, we can shoot these crystals. See? I'm tilting my gun at an angle, shooting down, which you could normally never do in the flat game. Swap weapons. check out these views. Hello. So these are the alien artifacts I was telling you about that you have to lock onto, and then you look up and then you can traverse the levels. Keep out. Oh, there's a secret here. Let's go in. I'm even ducking because I feel like I'm going to bang my head on the rocks. That's how immersive virtual reality is. Okay, what we got here? More health. Okay, more health. Now this is a drop. The brain tells you not to fall down, but we're doing it anyway. Here we go. Oh, butterflies. I'm hitting the pole. I've overheated. Got him. And there's one there. Okay, search for secrets. Poor soul. I've heard people say that this game is better than Saros, which is the latest game from the Returnal developers.
The signal is starting to interfere with my connection. I need you to pick up the pace. If my connection drops, you'll be alone again. So don't blame me if you end up lost in the dark.
Yeah, it's around here where your vision starts to go a bit funny. So if that happens, go to the options and turn the distortion effects off. Also make sure you turn off head bobbing, that sort of thing, film grain. Dead end.
This signal is too strong for a malfunctioning warden. Something else is going on here.
You're breaking up. Run that by me again? I can't hear you. Looks like I'm on my own.
You do not want to fall down there. Okay, we're going in. Love those tubes. Cool effect here with the shadows and the red light. I don't know how to open that door though. Never managed to open that door. Lots of dead people praying here. Another creature. Giant eyeball. Awaken her, believe. So I do believe this is the point of view from the eyeball, which looks a bit weird. It's got like a fisheye effect. Love the music. Love the atmosphere.
Huh? It stopped.
I suppose he sent you to hunt me down, yes?
You're being hunted?
Aren't we all? I'm Urian, by the way. Nice to meet you.
I came to locate a signal. It sounds like it's coming from that thing.
It sings to you, does it?
It does.
How fascinating.
Well, can't you hear it?
All the time. It drives me mad, actually. I'd begun to suspect that I was imagining it. When you've been alone for as long as I have, you become a bit peculiar in the head.
What does it mean?
Everything. Or maybe it isn't. Maybe it's a lie shaped like a promise. Fool's gold and I'm the fool. Wouldn't that be hilarious? But never mind me. It called to you, and you answered. So it's yours now. It wants to commune with you. You'll let it, won't you?
I should complete my mission.
Yes, good idea.
That's the spirit. Go on. We can't keep the eye waiting.
And again, you get a sense of scope and scale here, just how big these creatures are. So that creature's about 30 foot tall.
It would seem that it has chosen you.
Again, I have no control over the camera.
And just in time. This is a gift for Aiden. Always for Aiden.
As the snake swallows its own tail, we swallow time. Feed, wanderer. Feed.
I will have a quick drink. So that's the gift the eye's given us. Try not to move the camera too much from my controller. A gift with giant footprints. Okay, we're back. So there was a demonstration of me using room scale to move around the world. I've now gone back to my smooth rotation. Grab the gift. Drift kill.
I see you found my gift.
Yes,
You see that adrift over there?
I do.
Consume its essence.
So your right grip.
Good. Now we're in business.
So the right grip allows me to consume the essence. Nice. Another deep hole. This game is full of surprises as well, guys. If you like sci-fi, you like adventure games, you like shooting games, you like surprises, a good story. Oh! Never gets old. We can now control the wardens, which are those.
What's happening to me?
You're growing, evolving into something more. The eye is open. It sees through you now. These little gifts of mine, think of them as aids to fulfilling the prophecy. The promise the bastard tore away from us.
What do you want from me?
Find your way to Greymont. To the cathedral at the heart of the city. There, I'll be waiting. And there, you will find answers. Aelin will find answers. Getting out of here might be a challenge, but, well, we've all got to start somewhere. Transcend, Fawkes. I have every faith in you.
There's even mist and detail below the floor, which there's no reason for the developers to add those, because you only really notice them in VR. So these are the alien things you need to possess, look. So you have to point where you want to go to. If you have to jump higher, you have to move your thumbstick up and look up at the same time. So just bear that in mind. But I'm playing the game with this option on, so I can just skip all the hard sections and fly to the next part of the game. It's an option. Again, here, look, we can possess those. I know some people get stuck here. Some people can't get past this section here. Let me show you. You have to possess this thing here, and then you have to get onto this next one. So you have to look at it, and then you have to move your thumbstick up. So you're actually moving the menu with your right thumbstick. You can depossess when you're higher. Some people can't get past this rock. We're going to do the same again. And there's a little platform somewhere here. If I depossess from here, I would not make that jump, because I need to be a bit higher up. So there we go. That should do the jump okay. It feels like the game's thought about everything. So here we need to be really high to get the top one, look. And then we can possess that one. This one's not too bad. And then again onto here. Made it. I love just discovering new locations. This time I'm going to use the helper. If you want to challenge, just do it all manually. Just need a quick wash. Wash my face. We don't have any shield. Dodge. I don't know if we can blow her up. So we need to clear a path. I've even got goo on my face. Yeah, these weapons overheat, so just be warned. Okay, any secrets in here? Let me just check this corner here. Could be one of those hidden pads somewhere. Again, I'm going to use the helper. Enjoy the view. Without that helper, you'd have to make your way across here and across the top. Big tube, big drop. We've been here before. We're making our way back, I think. Okay, try to traverse. Bullet field. One shot, one kill. Off with his head. Yeah, we've been here. We got the crystal.
There you are. Didn't I warn you about losing my connection? What's happened? You look different. Where's your warden? You're just
Avatar?
Dorian. He... Ugh, it was so loud.
You don't sound so good. Let's get you out of there and check you over. There's a disconnection point nearby. You'll need to climb up to the warden's regret. I can extract you from there. I'm loading the location into your system now.
Okay, depossess around here. See what I mean? How cool is this game? Something flashing there. Secret. Killing blobby things and dodging laser beams. Yeah, they will explode if you get too close. They will hurt you. Where are we going? You okay there? Swinging away on your big swing?
I've just run an analysis on your status. I have never experienced anything like this. Whatever happened to you down there, whatever this Urian did to you, he somehow managed to catch your consciousness itself I connect to, not the warning, which means I should be able to realize.
I did see a secret. Is this the right way to the secret though? No, I think there's a secret down here I missed. Let me go and see if we can. There's a secret there. How do we get into there? Oh, maybe if I go up here. Found it. Nice. Health increase. So it's worth getting. That was well worth finding. Can I make the jump from here? Now we can progress. It's a long way up. Where are we going? I need to grab that. Oop. Nice. Progressing nicely. Another boss room.
Mother sent help? Yes, she did. Oh! You're really in for it now?
So fun. Boss. Absalom. To be killed on sight. He's gonna have a shield. Overheated. Oh shit. Behind me. Sniper. Die. Got him. The boss is dead. Nice. Hello. We survived. Going up.
say you're a funny-looking one.
Excuse me?
Begging your pardon, no one's used this lift in a few, and I ain't ever seen anyone looking like you before.
I could say the same about you.
Fair play. Suppose I've been a bit truncated since I lost my twin. I'm Ellie, by the way.
Does this thing still work?
Well, it's moving.
Of course it still works. Granted, it's been several centuries since anyone but me used it, but don't you worry, I keep the old girl in tip-top shape. Some days, I ride all the way to the top, and some days I go all the way back down to the bottom. Oh, we do have a grand old time. What you doing down here, anyway? You don't look like one of them churchy types.
I'm a scout. This is my first day, actually. They sent me down here to find a signal and... well, it's a long story.
Oh, right. And what's a scout when it's at home?
Scouts? Aelin? Giant head?
She doesn't have a clue.
I know how to go up and how to go down. Ain't got much call to know anything else. My twin, now he liked to know everyone's comings and goings. Liked to keep up with all the drama, you see. Round about the time everything went pear-shaped down here, he just sort of disappeared. Ain't seen him since.
Oh. Is he looking for you?
Nah, probably not. Nobody lives forever, do they, Fawkes? Be a funny old world if we did. Anyway, off you pop. Got things to do, places to go.
Thank you for the lift. Check there's nothing there. Nope. Ellie. I love this drop. Whee! Down we go. Made it. Take all in.
The disconnection point is just around the corner. You've done good work today, inmate. Just a little further now.
Okay, take the shortcut. I see it. Made it. Awesome looking world. do the thing.
That should do it. Disconnecting you now.
Back in our cell.
Welcome back, Fawkes. How are you feeling?
I was a ghost. I feel better.
I felt better.
I suppose it must have been quite a traumatic experience. The good news is, you completed your mission. Your sentence has been reduced by 100 days. The bad news is, you lost a warden. That's a penalty of 20 days.
Typical.
I'm sure you'll do better next time.
I still feel strange.
Yes, well, you've been through quite the transformation.
I have.
Your neural signature, the signal inside you that is normally intrinsically connected to a warden, has become separated. It is now its own entity.
And that means...
You no longer need a warden to protect you from the scourge in the abyss.
Can't I have my old body back?
You prefer the warden? I seem to recall you complaining about that too. I doubt many humans would have the mental strength to adapt as quickly as you did. It's quite impressive.
Urian, he mentioned you by name? He said this is for Aelin.
Well, that is unusual. However, not surprising given my research on him so far.
He said something about going to Grey... Grey... Oh, my head.
You need to rest, Fawkes. Leave this Urian to me. We'll talk tomorrow.
Okay guys, I'm going to go to bed in the game.
Time for bed, Fawkes?
Sleep sounds good.
Okay guys, I'm going to save the game. I'm going to continue to play the game in my leisure time. Probably going to be sat down. It's going to be late at night. I'm not going to be talking throughout the rest of the playthrough. I just want to show you that you can play the full game, start to finish, in VR. Motion controls, thanks to the amazing power of UEVR and the profiles. This is not jank. It is no longer jank. If you think it's jank, then you need to have your head looked at. I'll see you later. Bye. Enjoy the rest of the video.
Good morning, Fawkes. Are you feeling better?
How am I supposed to feel better when I'm stuck in this place?
I'm chalking that response up to you having a bad night's sleep, Fawkes. In any case, I've been looking into this Urian character. He's quite the proverbial can of snakes.
He said someone was hunting him down.
I should hope so. He's got a rap sheet as long as my neck. Urian Caldecott. Wanted for historic crimes against the old colony. Treason, espionage, theft, reckless endangerment of life. The list goes on. He is to be apprehended at all costs. I've logged a mission request into the system for you.
The eye. It feels like it's in my head.
I don't know what that place was, but I believe Urian lured us there for a reason.
He mentioned something about prophecy.
Yes, well, there might be something to that. The Abyss still has secrets. We don't know much about the original prophecy, the one that drove the Church to build the Lost Colony. But we do know that they believed there was a heart to the Abyss, a place of immense power that would open up to those that were true believers. It seems Urian is a hangover from a time long lost, a dangerous extremist.
He mentioned a city.
Greymont. It was the capital of the old colony, the birthplace of the Scourge. A powerful place. I can't help wondering if he's luring you into a trap.
Why do I have a bad feeling about this?
Capture request for fugitive Urian Coldicott accepted. Scout 5437, designation Fawkes, to report for duty. Bounty set at 4,000 days. Reduction to sentence.
I was hard on you yesterday. I admit that. But if you do as I say and follow my orders, you have a real chance of making it home one day. Anyway, it's time to go back to the Abyss and get to work. As you don't have a warden anymore, I've had to use an old disconnection point to triangulate a suitable location. Luckily for you, it's exactly where we need to go to open the way to Greymont. Let's go, connecting you to King's Reach. Would you like to connect to the Abyss?
I'm ready.
Worked as intended. Welcome to King's Reach, Fawkes. After the Scourge erupted, it said the All-Father fought to seal the darkness away once and for all. Both here and back in the Old City, stopping the spread of the disease. The train line to Greymont has been sealed shut for hundreds of years. But if you're to follow the All-Father's orders and apprehend Urian, we'll need to find a way to break these seals and open the door. It's the only logical thing to do. I've seen something like this before. A commune in the Weeping Meadows uses one as their sigil. They're a group of disconnected. They like to keep themselves to themselves. It won't be easy to get past their defenses, but they may know what this seal means and how to break it. I'm uploading the Weeping Meadows route to your objective system, Fawkes. The path is an old scout trail, but it won't be easy to navigate. Keep your wits about you.
Hello again.
Have we met?
Ah, yes. I'm a ghost now.
Forms are ever in flux. Did you find what you were looking for?
The shield breaker? Yeah, I found it.
And was it what you expected?
I didn't expect anything. I was just doing as I was told.
Between expectation and reality resides only unhappiness. The world promises infinitely more than it bestows. Perhaps yours is the greater wisdom.
Imprisonment isn't wisdom.
Is that how you perceive your service? But please, don't let me keep you. I've all the time in the world, you see. And you have so very little.
Now here's a sight for sore eyes. And I'd begun to think we were the only scouts left down here. What brings you to sunny old King's Reach, little one?
Have you come from the Weeping Meadows? I'm heading that way myself.
I see. Off on holiday, are you? Eh?
You get holiday? I need to speak to HR.
Never mind him. He's just being daft.
Apologies, little one. I suppose you must be out for salvage too. Not that there's much left. Me and Orion here spend our days combing the abyss for odds and ends. Sending technology back to Earth is the official line. Problem is, these machines have been rotting for the better part of 2 centuries, so most of it's useless old shit.
I'm sorry. He doesn't mean to be crude.
Well, time waits for no man. Or spider, eh? Good luck to you on your travels, little one. Maybe we'll cross paths again somewhere down the road.
I see you've met my other scouts.
Everett and Orion? They seem nice. Have you had them long?
They're not pets, Fawkes.
How many scouts are there anyway? Aside from the three of us, I mean.
Not as many as there used to be.
Well, you're quite the little prodigy. Oh, really? I'm delighted with your progress. This little gift is going to make your journey all the more satisfying. A spring in your step, you might say, or a boost in your jump. Breathe in that power. Savor it.
Aylin warned me about you.
Oh, dear Aylin. Forgive her, won't you? She's not quite what she used to be. But she'll soon come around. Now, chop chop, I'm already tired of waiting for you. Raymond is awfully dull nowadays.
The Weeping Meadows. It never fails to impress me with its beauty. Well, what beauty is left? The Scourge has ravaged the landscape down here, despite the All-Father's best efforts. Those in the commune painted their sigil across the meadows to attract survivors. They must know something about its origin. I hope the Scourge didn't get to them too. That would really make your mission difficult. Well, let's be optimistic, Fawkes. To the commune. call this place the Garden of Luna. It was the agricultural center of the Abyss. At its peak, enough produce was grown here to keep the entire colony fed. Now all those fields are flooded with scourge. The people who lived down here fought bravely, trying to hold back wave after wave of drift. The commune is all that's left of a once thriving community. It's only thanks to the Allfather that anyone survived at all.
Min's going to be cross.
Have I done something wrong?
It doesn't matter. You're interesting. What do you want? Is that interesting too?
I'm just curious about the sigil on your banner.
Nobody remembers anymore. But I do. I know all kinds of things. The reactor. That's where we find it. It meant something important, I think.
Something important?
I don't remember. She'll be cross, but maybe Min will let you go look for it. You should speak to her inside.
I'm surprised Min didn't shoot you on sight. Maybe she's grown soft over all these years.
Maybe I made a good first impression.
The world hasn't yet crushed all the optimism out of you. That's cute. In the absence of a good life, we hope only for a meaningful end. To die well is no great shame.
You shouldn't be here.
It was an accident.
We have grown complacent. Your ingress is my failure. It has been a long time since anyone found their way here.
Is this your home? It's so quiet.
We were the keepers of the Scourge, those appointed to contain the spread. You've seen it, haven't you? The rot in the flesh of the world. We were once Luna's last hope. Now, we merely count down the days until our inevitable end.
Can you tell me what the sigil on your banner means?
You ask so many questions. Were you only born yesterday? The All-Father came here not long before the Scourge erupted. Told us to go to ground and left for the old reactor. He went there with a companion and came back alone. I've taken care of it, he said. And then he left. He looked haunted. The sigil is his gift to us, a ward against the rot, that we may protect those few who remain.
What happened to his companion?
He seemed a sorrowful man, as though he understood the finality of his journey. What those men did bought us time. But if this is your directive, then it seems our time has run out.
You're not the only ones, you know. I've met others like you.
A few lost sheep does not make a flock. I wish them luck of it. If you truly intend to exhume what ought to remain buried, I won't stop you. But nor will I help. Living through it all the first time around was quite enough.
So it was the All-Father who placed the seal on the reactor. I hope you won't object to us breaking it. No. Intercepting Urian is our priority, by any means necessary. He made that perfectly clear. There's an old drift pump not far from here. If Min won't open the security door, then we'll do it ourselves. If we can just find a way out of the commune, we can kick that pump back to life and get the power running again. Let's get to it.
Sometimes, when I meditate deeply, I go to the edge of the village and listen to the sounds of nature. There used to be animals here. They're gone now. I wonder, what could be making those sounds?
Maybe it's the weird monsters.
The... what? It was beautiful here once. I'd hate to forget that too.
This ought to speed things up a little. Go on, give it a whirl.
Why are you helping me?
Didn't your mother tell you never to look a gift horse in the mouth? You're welcome, by the way. This is about something much bigger than you, Fawkes. You are a means to a very important end. That's all.
Mother warned me about you. Mother said you must die.
What was that?
Whatever it is, we'll deal with it. Let's go, Fawkes. seems to have done the trick.
What terrible thing have you awakened? My instincts told me you were trouble.
All I did was switch the drift pump on. How was I supposed to know this would happen?
An old friend used to say, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Congratulations, you're a winner. Forgive me. Anger won't undo what's done. Tell me one thing. Are we in danger?
Honestly, I don't know.
Well, I appreciate your honesty, if nothing else. If I let you pass through, will you cause still more chaos? You understand what's at stake for us here.
My freedom is at stake too. I don't want to be stuck on this moon forever.
I suppose I should know better by now than to expect a straight answer from a scout. Do what you have to. It's out of our hands now, isn't it? Everything has to die, and has just so long to live. A warning before you go. My watchmen have reported a stranger in the vicinity. It seems that stray cat has been sniffing around again. It should go without saying, but if he finds his way in because of you, I won't be quite so merciful.
really pissed something off, huh?
The reactor was sealed for a reason. I assumed it was to keep people out. But maybe it was to keep something in.
I suppose you'll be wanting to get to the old reactor.
That's the aim, yeah.
Well, there's no other reason to be here, is there? Apart from gawking at all the dead folk. I take it you've already met Min.
You know Min?
Yeah, if they want to sit around all day waiting to die, that's their business. We could have another 100 years in us yet. That's a long time to be miserable.
What are you doing out here anyway?
Failing, mostly. Can't shift those bastard gates for love nor money. Rasta's welded them shut. I'm not as spry as I used to be. Of course, if you was willing to help an old man out.
What do you need me to do?
Just beyond here, there's a graveyard for old wardens. Most of them are dead as disco, but the guns on the leggy ones and make short work of those gates. I should warn you though, that place is heaving with a drift.
I'm up for a challenge.
I've no doubt. Think of me stuck in this old tin can when you're off blasting holes in things, won't you?
You were wondering what those disconnected were afraid of. Well, this is it. After the Scourge, the Adrift attacked in their masses. The disconnected could only hold them off for so long. They died fighting. Or, well, their bodies died. Even when their wardens ground to a halt, their human consciousness would have remained trapped inside for a long time.
That's horrifying.
You're impressed. Goliaths were primarily used for construction, but security was a common secondary function.
I'm amazed they weren't running the place. That's a lot of firepower.
Don't get any ideas. I'd hate to have to shock you when you've been doing so well.
That's a good job, well done, lass. Thanks for your help.
I'm a they, not a she.
Begging your pardon, I meant no disrespect. By the way, what's your interest in that old reactor?
It bears the same sigil as the commune. Min says the Allfather gave it to them. I want to know what it means.
That's so. Well, if it's sigils you're into, you'll want to head down to the old drift mines as well. It's been a while, but I remember seeing something like that down there. Worth a punt, eh?
Interesting. Sounds like we have a lead on the second seal. Consider that your next mission. Assuming you get through this in one piece. Tread carefully. It's pretty hazardous up here.
Some garden this is.
Nature and industry don't mix well. Is the same true on Earth? For an intelligent species, you certainly seem invested in repeating your mistakes.
Not all of us are intelligent.
I know next to nothing about this place. I have no idea what you might find in there.
That's comforting.
A scout's job is to explore the unknown, and sometimes the unknown is dangerous. That's just how it is.
You think I don't know that?
me, will you? Oh, you nasty little flesh bag. You bone puppet. Won't it be lovely when I tear the skin right off you? I'll wave you like a flag. Yucky monster! Get away! Get away! I'll make you sorry!
Edwin? Is that you?
No. My name is Fawkes. Who... What are you?
William. At least, I think I'm William. Is Edwin with you?
I'm sorry, I don't know who Edwin is.
I need to tell him how sorry I am. Please, if you can just take me to him.
I don't think that's possible. Not anymore.
I'm not me anymore, am I? It was all real then. What a shame. What a terrible, terrible shame.
He'd gathered them all, the lost and the desperate, the wretched. Earth was drowning, and the baleful eye of the blood moon gazed down with little care. Hope for the hopeless? What greater calling could there be than to deliver humanity from disaster? The leader of fate was a great man, they said, bane of the church and father to the damned. Oh, come, all ye faithful. And little care had William, who dreamed only of escape. Fate or faith, it made no difference. If his beloved went, then he would go with him. The great man of fate reached out a hand. The All-Father, they called him. A lifeboat to a drowning man, all the way to the stars. Did you think he contained his friends out of cruelty? It was protection, one last act of kindness in an unkind world.
Friends? There's more like him.
Sealed in the darkest depths, where none dare walk, where none dare seek. He left her there, sleeping and safe, until you came.
Will you take me to him? My Edwin?
He's gone, William. There's nothing more you can do.
God?
I think there might be a way to help you. But it means letting you go. Back into the drift.
Will I find him there, do you think?
Maybe.
All right. I'm ready. I'm ready to go now.
I hope you find him.
Mission complete. Well done. You've earned a couple of days off for all your hard work. You see? A scout's life isn't all toil. There's reward, too.
Did you know what I'd find?
In the chamber? I had no idea. It wasn't in my briefing.
No. Inside the monster.
All adrift are people, Fawkes. Were people.
He must have been trapped in there for centuries, just slowly losing his mind.
The seal had to be broken. There was no other way. Even if we'd known, even if we'd understood the meaning of it, the person inside.
People. There's another one. Trapped and alone. he was.
Yes. And you can grant them freedom.
Do you think he's free now?
Yes. Would it have been better to leave him to rot?
It's not much of a choice.
No. I suppose it isn't, but it's done now. And we're a step closer to opening that door in King's Reach. Let's head there in the morning and see if it worked. Get some rest, Fawkes. You'll need your strength for tomorrow. Time for bed, Fawkes?
Sleep sounds good.
Paradise Decay with the 2 smackaroonies, mate. Thank you so much, my friend. If you're into VR gaming, go and subscribe to Paradise Decay. He's the OGs of VR gaming. Okay.
I had a glimpse of you, and then you was gone. I searched for you everywhere. Where'd I go wrong? Chasing shadows in the neon light, flickers of hope in the darkest night. Echoes linger in this empty space. Where did you disappear in the digital haze? Lost in the rhythm, but still feel the void. You were my signal, now I'm just noise. Scrolling through the pages of memories untold. In a world of pixels, your warmth turns cold. Chasing after whispers through the wires and screens. Searching for connection in the gaps between. Lost in the frequency, but searching for the light. You were my beacon, now I'm lost in the night.